I'm just gonna do a quick update video for my vlog this week. I don't really have anything super crazy planned this week. I have a lot of training and stuff to do, so there isn't really much going on in life. I just want to kind of give everybody like an update on like how things are going and you know where we're at and stuff. So update one, I have stopped doing Weight Watchers. There's a few reasons behind it. One, I wasn't really seeing the results that I was wanting to see, so I stopped doing Weight Watchers because of that. But then also the one I was doing was the more expensive one. It was $58 every month, which honestly it really isn't bad for the stuff that you're getting, but I wasn't utilizing every part of the app just because I didn't really feel like I needed to talk to my coach one-on-one every week. So if I did decide to go back to it, I would just do the cheaper one, which is only $12 a month. So it was like a mixture of those two reasons. I am working on MyFitnessPal and just like tracking my calories and my sodium. With PCOS, it is a little bit harder to lose weight, so I just kind of have to keep an eye on like everything all around, but I also have to make sure I'm keeping an eye on like my sodium because I haven't been diagnosed with anything, but there's just something strange going on with my kidneys, and so I have to make sure I keep an eye on my sodium levels. I need to watch my carb intake, any sugars and stuff like that I have to watch, just because it's going to be harder for me to lose weight. So I am going to try my hardest to get started on MyFitnessPal. But as of this morning, when I weighed myself, I was 184.6, so I am staying in that range. I just want to get down lower. So that's kind of my update for, you know, my weight loss and everything. Work update. I started training yesterday for my new job, and right now everything's online because of COVID, so we don't really go anywhere. We just log on to our platform and the teacher just sits down and talks to us and shares her screen with us, and we just jot down the notes and stuff for all of that. So that's been going pretty good. I'm really excited. I have 2 full weeks of this, so not this coming Friday, but the following Friday will be my last day doing training, and then I will get assigned clients, and I am so excited about that. I really cannot wait to be able to go and work one-on-one with these kids. An update on Jericho. As you see, he is not here, and if he was here, he would be on his side of the bed. But he has a travel job right now. He doesn't come home during the evenings. He comes home on Fridays, and I just have him for the weekend, and then he has to go back to work. That kind of has been an adjustment, but I am getting better about not having him here. We do talk as much as we can. He is busy most of the day. There are some days he doesn't get done until 9 o'clock at night, but he just goes to different construction sites and he does the insulation for the construction. So that is very exciting for him, and he is enjoying working again. I guess another update would be my PCOS update, I guess. I don't really have anything like set or for sure right now, but I go December 21st. I go for my checkup appointment to see if my levels have dropped, and if they have dropped, then we will have the go-ahead to start trying again, and that is just really exciting. I kind of feel like my body's getting back into order, but we will see. So this isn't really an update, but it's just something that I kind of want to share with you guys just because it's on my heart, and I don't know, it feels important to me. But as you guys know, for those of you who have been following our story, if you don't know, if you are new to watching my channel, my husband and I suffered from 2 miscarriages this past year. We got pregnant November of last year, we found out, and then we lost the baby on the 26th of this month last year. And then we weren't trying to prevent it or anything, but we didn't expect it to happen that soon. We got pregnant in February, found out in March, and then we had to take medicine to clear the baby out because I was going on 12 weeks pregnant and the baby didn't have a heartbeat, and the baby was also measuring at 6 weeks. So that's just a little bit of kind of what we have went through this past year. And I have just been in this mindset lately that I want to like reestablish my relationship with God. I want to make sure I'm doing everything that I can for myself and for my family to live a godly life. And I want to raise godly children who have a fulfilling life. And so I just kind of have been reflecting on a lot of stuff lately, and that was the biggest thing that I reflected on, that I kind of just needed to change my perspective on. It is one of the hardest things that I have ever had to go through, but through dealing with that with my husband, one, it brought us closer. In that moment, it was kind of like we had to cling to each other. I definitely clung to him a lot tighter than I had before, just because I was so broken and so hurt and I just couldn't understand. But then also, it wasn't like right when it happened. It was actually like within the past week that I kind of just have like been thinking about it, and have just kind of been like thinking about what God possibly was trying to teach me through this. Because I do believe that there is purpose in your pain, and that we don't hurt for no reason. We don't go through things for no reason. There's always a reason behind it. God is trying to teach us something. He is not the one who's inflicting those horrible things on us. He has a plan for what you're going to do with that situation. And I mean, it is kind of like up to you on if you use it or not, or how you decide to look at it. But for the longest time, I was just mad at God. And I remember laying in bed at night and I would just bawl my eyes out, and I would ask God why, and I would tell him that I was mad at him and that I hated him. And for those of you who are probably about to jump on and be like, whoa there, Ashley, you don't need to tell God that you hate him. Well, here's my thing for you. God already knows what's in my heart, and why not bring it to him? Like, why not bring that to him and talk to him about it? That's perfectly okay. God, like, I'm human. God understands that I am imperfect and that there's going to be issues and that I'm going to have these emotions because I am a human being. So I came to him and I was mad and I was angry and I was hurting and broken at the loss of both of our babies. But I just realized within this past week, and this may not be the reason, but it just kind of, it makes sense when I think about it. It makes sense when I think about it. So I tried to turn it into like, what is God trying to tell me? What is God trying to show me? What is God trying to teach me with us going through these two awful events within such a short period of time? Because that was within 6 months that we got pregnant and lost 2 babies. And I'm like, what is he trying to teach me? And this is what I came to the conclusion of, and this is what I think God was trying to tell me. We had 2 miscarriages within 6 months. 3 months or 2 months ago, I was 2 weeks late on my period, and I thought that I was pregnant again. I took 3 different pregnancy tests, and they all came back with a faint positive. Just because of our previous experiences with losing our babies, I took several tests. I just was like, I want to be sure. I just want to know. So I took several tests, and there was 3 positives or several negatives. And then there was 3 that came out really weird. So I made an appointment at the doctor's office, and I got my blood drawn, and I did a urine test, and both of them came back negative. Well, because of this, they referred me to a clinic in Hickory, and through going there, I found out that I have PCOS. So with the fact that I did have those 2 miscarriages, and I had those 3 false positives, if it weren't for those 3 false positives, I wouldn't have gone to the doctor's office. If I hadn't have gone to the doctor's office, they wouldn't have referred me to a woman's view, And if I hadn't been referred there, then I would not have been diagnosed with PCOS, and we would have quite possibly gone through another miscarriage. And so it sucks and it hurts, but at the same time, the fact that everything lined up the way it is, we're going to have a baby one day. And, you know, that's just such an amazing feeling to have, to know that like it's gonna happen, and I'm staying faithful and I'm clinging to that, because I have known from a very young age that I am supposed to be a mom. I just know that in my heart. So I know I am meant to be a mom, and I know it's gonna happen. So I just want to encourage you guys that if there is something going on in your life, pray about it. You know, it may not be like an aha moment, you know, like I said, I don't even know if that's the reason why, but that's just kind of, it kind of makes sense. Just kind of seek God with whatever it is that you're going through. Just kind of rely on Him and lean on Him in those times of confusion and pain and hurt. And it's just going to be so much more sweeter than sulking and letting it get the best of you, because I have done that too. You know, just cling to that pain and that emotion and that feeling of loss and emptiness. Or you can lean on God, and He can definitely turn something that is awful into something beautiful. You know, through this, my husband has given me so much support and encouragement, and you know, he keeps saying, we're gonna have that baby, we're gonna bring that baby home, you know, and he's determined. And until we can expand our family, you know, if you guys are new here, I do have a stepson. He is in the middle of that picture right there. You can't really see him all that well, but you know, he's our world, and we love him, and we want to give him siblings. You know, it just is kind of in God's time, and it's going to be when it's right for both of us. And, you know, I'm thankful for that. So that is kind of just what I'm going through right now. It's kind of where my heart's at. It's kind of where my head's at. And I will see you guys next week, hopefully with a better video than this. Per usual, I forgot something in the video. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button to follow our journey. And make sure you turn on that bell notification. That way you are notified in the future for whenever we post a video. Thank you guys so much for the love and support, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.